What's going on, guys? Dawkbro back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And I thought I'd do an interesting video about the mysteries of the Curse of Dreadbear. Okay, guys? Because, let's be real. Let's be completely honest with ourselves, okay? We played the DLC. We got the ending with the mask. And I think 95% of people reacted like... Although I liked the mask ending, guys, and I like where it's heading, which I'll talk about in a minute because people have asked me some questions. I've asked you guys on Twitter about the mysteries and what you want me to talk about in the video. But it left questions more than answers, guys. I don't even think we got a single question solved in the whole of the DLC, because the whole game of the Curse of Dreadbear was all about FNaF 4, the Nightmare animatronics, the Bite of 83, 1983, Dreadbear, and we didn't get any of that answered at the end. The whole DLC was about the Curse of Dreadbear, but all we got was a mask talking to Plushtrap. We didn't get anything solved about the bite. We still don't know who the bite victim is. We didn't really get any information about Dreadbear, the main character of the DLC. We didn't get anything about him. Who is he? Is he just for the DLC? Does he have any meaning or not? So yeah, I'm going to talk about key mysteries, guys. First off, mine, what I want to be solved, what didn't get solved, and then I'll talk about some of them on Twitter. So the first major one, guys, which I've just talked about, is Dreadbear, okay? The Curse of Dreadbear. And if you remember in my videos, guys, I was saying, oh, we're going to get to know the bite victim. Finally, we're going to get to learn who the bite victim was. Was it Michael Afton? Was it Mike's brother? Those are the two divided characters, guys, who the bite victim is. Is it Michael Afton? And that's how he got kept alive when he got scooped, because he was already, you know, half dead because his brain got chewed off and William Afton fixed him to be like a robot. Or was it the crying child, the younger brother in the Afton family who got bit and died? William Afton tried to fix, you know, the brain, but it looks like it failed, guys. And that's more that I'm leaning towards, okay? But yeah, those are theories, guys. There's no answer to who the bite victim is yet. Those are the specific two. And we've had hints and stuff on what it could be. But the Curse of Dreadbear, guys, really made me think we'd get the answer, and we didn't. All the candy is named like bites and chews, and it just seemed so obvious it was going to get answered, and it never did, which was really weird. It's really strange how they, you know, hinted so much about FNaF 4. The FNaF 4 house on the hill, guys, the mini games in the house, the trick or treat, the hallway. And it just wasn't answered at the end. So I'm really confused why Steelwall didn't do that. And I think it's because FNaF AR is going to answer the identity of the bite victim. Okay? There's been hints around, guys, on the FNaF AR trailer and stuff that Golden Freddy or Fredbear is going to be involved somehow. And we're going to learn the identification on who that is. But yeah. The biggest mystery of the Curse of Dreadbear, guys, is, you know, the bite victim. It was teased so much, but we didn't get anything about it at the end. So, yeah, I do think the bite victim is the younger brother, guys. I don't think Michael Afton got bitten. I think Michael Afton was the bully, okay? So, in 1983, it was the crying child's birthday, a.k.a. William Afton's youngest son. Michael Afton was a bully. He liked Foxy. It was his favourite. Michael Afton put the crying child in Fredbear and he got his brain chewed off. Okay? The bite victim got sent to hospital the IV drip, you know, all the pills and stuff in the hospital. And William Afton tries to fix him. Okay, tries to fix him, but I think he failed. Okay, I think William Afton failed to save his son, and I think I think Dreadbear is the metaphor for that. Okay, guys, especially with the brain, and especially fixing Dreadbear in the FNaF 4 house. It's set in the Spooky Mansion. Okay, that's where it's set in the Halloween DLC, and William Afton tries to repair him. And I do think he failed. And that's why the bite victim is such a strange spirit. Sorry, guys, my retainers are in. That's why I think the bite victim is such a strange spirit, guys, because he's like all over the place. He's a spirit as Golden Freddy and Fredbear and whoever, but like he's just all over the place. And that's what I think bite victim is. I think bite victim is the spirit of Fredbear, Golden Freddy, and I just wish Steelwool showed that. But yeah, I think we're playing as Michael Afton in FNaF 4. Those are his nightmares, his guilt of his younger brother being killed by Fredbear, and I feel like that's Michael reliving the nightmares that he's experienced. Okay, for one, you see the IV drip on the bed. You see all that stuff. I really do feel like it could be Michael, and then that's a nightmare that he's experiencing. Okay, there's a big debate, obviously, but in the logbook, guys, Michael Afton draws Nightmare Fredbear and stuff like that. So he has seen the nightmare animatronics before. There might not even be nightmares, guys. It could be William Afton torturing his son for what he did and keeping him locked away in there with cameras watching him and stuff. It's really complicated, okay? It's really complicated. But, you know, just to summarise, I think the bite victim was the crying child, and I think the older brother is Michael Afton. Michael Afton killed bite victim accidentally. William Afton tried to fix him. It failed. That's why he's like a lost spirit now. He's got no attachment to anything. He's not possessing an animatronic. Bite victim is not possessing Freddy Fazbear or Bonnie. Bite victim is a lost spirit, but is seen as Golden Freddy or seen as Fredbear. And that's what I think, guys, okay? I think Golden Freddy and Fredbear are the same spirit. And I feel like Dreadbear is another one. I feel like Dreadbear's the metaphor in the DLC. Just to kind of hint towards, you know, that's the bite victim. Because Dreadbear is Fredbear. Fredbear, obviously. And I just feel like, you know, Steelwool are hinting at Dreadbear's just a metaphor to symbolise the bite victim with the brain and being dead, if that makes sense. Another thing that's a big mystery, guys, is the grave. If you remember in the death screen, guys, Dreadbear is hovering over a grave, and there's 5 graves surrounding a middle grave. And that middle grave is glitchy, it's purple, it's like, they don't explain that at all. And I really, really thought, guys, that in the death screen, we were going to do something which activated the grave and Glitch Trap would rise from the dead or something like that. And again, they don't show anything. So I think it's just an Easter egg. To, you know, show the 5 spirits, the 5 main spirits, and then William Afton in the middle. He's surrounded by the spirits. I honestly think, guys, the big change in the story of the game that's got, I forgot what it's called. I think the retcon of FNaF, guys, is the identity of Golden Freddy. I think Scott changed it during FNaF 4, okay, or around FNaF 3, FNaF 4. I think he changed it. I really feel like the original Golden Freddy was just one of the lost victims, okay? And he was just a spirit. And I feel like the retcon was he changed the identity for it to be the bite victim to be Golden Freddy instead of just a lost spirit, like a haunted spirit. Does that make sense? I really do feel like Scott did that, but I don't know. Or maybe Golden Freddy was originally just the suit that the killer used, and that's why it was like haunted and stuff in FNaF 1, because that was the original suit that William Afton used, but then he changed it to Spring Bonnie. So I'm pretty sure in the books, guys, that the killer originally used Golden Freddy to kill the kids instead of Spring Bonnie. But that's the books, guys. Don't connect those. We don't want to connect those. And the major mystery as well is the ending with the mask. Okay, I did an explanation video a couple of days ago about what the mask could mean, but it's still really confusing. So yeah, it will be explained, guys, okay? This mask and the connection between Glitchtrap will be explained in the future by Steelwall. There's no doubt about it, I think anyway. Because if you remember, they left the same mysteries in FNaF VR, the original game. Remember when we turned him into a plushie and we got that cutscene of being in like a prison? That was never explained. And it wasn't explained in the DLC after that. So yeah, I don't know. FNaF VR has a lot of just weirdness to it. Like, Steelwall don't really explain much, and they just leave more questions than answers. Don't they? Let's be real here. It's not a bad thing, I'm just saying. So yeah, maybe they won't explain this, but they will. They will for the sequel or the next DLC. It's leading on to something, guys. It's leading on to the resurrection of William Afton. That's what they're doing, okay? The mask, guys, was made by the reluctant follower, the follower of Glitchtrap, the follower of this possible cult or group of people who are aiming to try and resurrect William Afton, okay? And they've done that by sending the VR company the parts that they found which contain fragments of William Afton. And that virus has then spread to the game, and that's how Glitchtrap has become a virus inside the game, a real thing, guys. William Afton is Glitchtrap, okay? It's obvious now. It was obvious anyway, but I know some people were a bit iffy on it. William Afton's like spirit or parts of William Afton's entity are inside the game as the form of Glitchtrap, okay? And he's making the game go all glitchy and weird. And this reluctant follower turned Glitchtrap into a plushie to keep him safe for now, because there's a lot of suspicions going on with the game at the moment, isn't there? A bunch of beta testers have started to notice Glitchtrap being in the game, and Tape Lady tried to remove him from the game but failed. And we, the reluctant follower, because if you don't know now, guys, the protagonist, the person who we're playing as in the game, is rumoured to be the follower. So we found the tapes purposely, when Tape Lady told us not to resurrect Glitchtrap, to turn him into a plushie, to keep him safe, so he cannot be found or deleted by other people. Okay, and that's what we've done. And we made a mask to communicate with Plushtrap. Okay, that's what it seems like it is. So we can only communicate with Plushtrap when we have this mask on. It's like a device where we can talk to him, okay? That's what it looks like. And Glitchtrap is still in the plushie. He's still in there, waiting for something to happen. And that will be revealed in the DLC or in the future, where Glitchtrap is going to come back and he's going to cause some havoc in the VR game or the 2020 game. We don't know yet. You know, I think that Glitchtrap will ascend from the game and start possessing people, okay? He tried to possess Jeremy, for example. I really do feel like that's what it's going to happen in this 2020 game, where Glitchtrap is now outside of the VR game. And you know, he's possessed people, or he's got people under his control and they're causing havoc spreading the virus and, causing chaos. So yeah, guys, I'm going to have a quick look. A lot of people are asking about, what's with all the FNaF 4 references, the masks in Trick or Treat, like what is this referring to? Because it wasn't answered. I've explained. Well, I haven't really explained. I just don't know why Steelwall did that. I don't know. Is Glitch Trap a separate entity from William? No. I really feel like William Afton is Glitch Trap in the game. There's two sides to this. It could be William Afton and William Afton knows what he's doing in the game, or it's a part of William Afton's past and it's turned into its own entity. But I really do feel like, it's William Afton because we communicated with the plushie in the mask, with the mask on. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are upset. What is the point of Dreadbear and his curse? What's the point in it? It wasn't explained. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, guys, I really do think Dreadbear is a metaphor of the bite victim. The bite victim is Dreadbear. Dreadbear represents Fredbear and Golden Freddy, okay? It's pretty obvious now, guys, that, it's Golden Freddy. And, Ultimate Custom Night confirmed that for a start. If you remember the Fredbear that was in Ultimate Custom Night, he was just a reskin of Golden Freddy, but with a purple hat and purple bow tie. Scott would not do that without intentions, okay? He could have easily made a Fredbear model, okay? And he didn't. He intentionally made it Golden Freddy. That's because they're both the same, guys, okay? Bite victim is Golden Freddy. And it makes sense. Ultimate Custom Night, the one you should not have killed. It makes sense that it's the bite victim, 1,000,000%. The Spooky Mansion, somebody's asked, what does it mean? The Spooky Mansion is the FNaF 4 house, guys, I'm pretty sure. For a start, it's called Spooky Mansion, and we get the hallway minigame with the FNaF 4 animatronics, and then you go into the room with the FNaF 4 room. It seems really obvious. The Trick or Treat minigame, big house. It's William Afton's house, guys, 100%. And, it's got an underground part where you fix Mangle, where all the parts are. Because we know for a fact, guys, a FNaF 4 house has an underground facility which leads to sister location. If you didn't know that, it's obvious, okay? Billion% obvious. If you haven't seen the past games and you're new to this game, guys, FNaF 4 is on top of sister location. And we know that. We've known that for a while now. Why would turning Glitch Trap into a plushie make him safe? So if you remember the protagonist talking, guys, no one suspects anything. She's basically talking to Plush Trap saying, yeah, I've turned you into a plushie because you're safe now. Nobody suspects anything. I am the only one who knows that you're this plushie next to me. Nobody else does. We haven't told anybody in the game lore, guys. Nobody's going to go to that plushie and go, yeah, that's a virus. That's Glitch Trap. Because they're not going to know. New beta testers in the future are just going to go into the game and not know that plushie's Glitch Trap. Okay? We know that. Tape Lady's been talking about it for ages, that she's seen some weird rabbit, waving around and being weird, staring at her. We've gone into the game now to fix that and sort it out. Hide Glitch Trap for the moment. Something big is going to happen with it, guys, okay? For now, guys, because there's a lot of investigations going around with the game, we know that us have put him into a plushie to keep him safe while, you know, it's being tested and stuff by other people. And then when it's open to the public, guys, in the game lore, when this VR game is open to the public, this is my theory, guys, the protagonist is going to let him loose. Can you imagine the virus being spread across millions of players across the world, and they're all going to get possessed by Glitchtrap? It's going to be one big army of people. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, all of the questions, guys, are about Dreadbear, which I've answered, and the mask. Why did they build something so big about Dreadbear and FNaF 4 and then not explain it? I completely agree. Yeah, again, is the masked girl a descendant of William Afton? Could be. You know, Michael Afton did live quite a while. Maybe Michael Afton had a kid with somebody and this is the girl, you know. That's all I can think of, guys. I guess William Afton could have cousins or something. But I don't know. We don't know who this girl is, guys, yet. We don't know who the protagonist is. It could just be a random girl who's been obsessed with the case of William Afton. Because there are real people in this world, guys, who are like that. I'm not even kidding. People who are fascinated, you know. At the end of the day, guys, let's be real. William Afton has killed a bunch of kids. William Afton has used Remnant. He had a secret base under his house of sister location animatronics that used to capture kids and bring them back to his lair for them to be killed and then possessed by Remnant. You know, William Afton is a huge villain, a huge twisted villain. And there's some people in this world, guys, who would be fascinated by that, obsessed with that, and would want to bring William Afton back. It's obvious, guys. So maybe she's just a random person who's just been, you know, obsessed with William Afton all her life, with some other people in a group. It's really complicated, but like we don't know yet, and it probably will be explained in the future. But we don't know if she's related to Afton, or whether, you know, she's just a random girl. But yeah, any final thoughts, guys, for me? Because this is going to be my last video on this, I think, until we get something else. I think I've spoke about everything. The It's Me Easter egg in FNaF VR, guys, could represent, you know, it's me. I'm the bad person. I'm the one who, you know, did all this to bring Glitchtrap William Afton back to life. Or the It's Me can just be another link to the Bite Victim and Golden Freddy. Because, you know, that it's in FNaF 1. So yeah, I don't know. Other than that, guys, I think I've talked about everything. So yeah, to summarise, guys, Dreadbear, to me, my opinion, okay, I'm just going to talk like it's my opinion. Dreadbear is the Bite Victim, a metaphor of the Bite Victim. The Bite Victim is Golden Freddy / Fredbear because they're the same entity. And William Afton tried to bring him back to life. That's why Dreadbear's a metaphor, because Dreadbear is Frankenstein's monster. And in the level, we try and bring Dreadbear to life with a brain. And that really sets in mind to me, guys, William Afton bringing back the Bite Victim back to life, back from the dead. But I feel like he failed at some point. Like, I really do feel like he failed. And that's why the Bite Victim's spirit is weird, because the Bite Victim's spirit is not actually in an animatronic. He's like an animatronic spirit. He's not really there. He's not there in the flesh. He's not possessing this glass. He's possessing a mirage, like an illusion. Like, you know what I mean, okay? The Bite Victim's spirit is Golden Freddy, Fredbear, but he's not there. He's not there. You can't poke it. Okay, it's invisible. That's why he can fade in and out the offices, because he's, you know, a spirit. So yeah, that's what I feel like. William Afton failed to bring him back to life. Michael Afton was the bully. Michael Afton experiences nightmares, or, you know, is tortured by William. It's one of the two, the nightmare animatronics. Because we know Michael Afton has seen the nightmare animatronics before, okay? From the book. The mask is kind of like a communication being made between her and Plushtrap, I think. But it seems like she's communicated with Glitchtrap before, because she's talking to him like they've talked before, right? So I don't know about the mask. We'll have to wait and see about that. And the graveyard, that wasn't explained, and I don't think it is going to be explained. And yeah, Steelwool set this whole thing up to be focused around FNaF 4 and the boy victim and the nightmare animatronics, but they didn't really explain it at the end. So we got all this build up of FNaF 4, and then we get the mask, which has nothing to do with it. So yeah, can't really talk about that much, guys, because it can't be explained. But yeah, I do feel like they wanted to hint towards something, but not fully explain it. That's usually what Scott does anyway. So yeah, Dreadbear is the bite victim. That's what all this FNaF 4 stuff is about. I just feel like the mask itself is to do with, you know, the future of FNaF VR and Glitchtrap. Everything else was to do with the boy victim, guys, but we just haven't got an identity yet. The actual person. We still don't know if it's William Afton's youngest son or Michael, but it is leaning towards the youngest son, and him being the spirit, Golden Freddy and Fredbear. And that's it, guys. I think I'm done talking. The future, guys, will probably explain and expand Glitchtrap's virus, William Afton coming back and spreading. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, guys? If there are any more questions, I will do another Q&A if you want to. Like I said, I'm not Scott. These are just my own personal thoughts on what the story's setting out to be. And we'll have to wait and see if FNaF AR explains it more in detail. But I don't know. I really don't know. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed me just bambling on a little bit. Hopefully I've helped your mindset a little bit better. Talking about it. But still, it's still really confusing. So, yeah, that's FNaF in a nutshell though, isn't it? And I'll see you all next time.